Clint Barton, Hawkeye, was shown at the start, happy with his family. But far away, the Avengers were fighting Thanos. Thanos had all 6 Infinity Stones, and he won. He snapped his fingers and half the world disappeared. Clint's family was gone too. He was the only one left. Clint didn't understand at first. Then he realized Thanos took his family. He was so sad and angry. He decided to punish all the bad people. He stopped being Hawkeye and became a masked killer. The scene changed to Iron Man, Tony Stark, and Nebula. They were in space, going back to Earth. They were on their ship, and it had been 22 days. They had no food or water left. Tony was very sick. Nebula was a robot, so she was okay. Tony was alone and suffering. He felt like giving up. He sat down, waiting to die. Then, a miracle happened. Captain Marvel came to help. She saw their ship and took them back to Earth. Captain Marvel is very strong. We then saw that when Thanos got the Infinity Stones, they were destroyed. But Nick Fury sent a message to Captain Marvel. She came to Earth. While coming, she saw Tony's ship and saved him. On Earth, she learned everything about Thanos. She knew Thanos was powerful. She told the Avengers, "Why don't we get the Infinity Stones again and bring everyone back?" They could also stop Thanos. They found some information. Rocket told them that when Thanos snapped, a strange wave went through the universe. 2 days ago, it happened again in another place. Maybe Thanos used the stones again? The Avengers realized Thanos used the stones again. They tracked his energy. They went to the planet where Thanos was. He looked tired and weak. They caught him and asked, "Where are the Infinity Stones?" Thanos said, "I destroyed them after I used them. No one can bring back the world." Thor got very angry. He killed Thanos with his hammer. Thanos was gone, but there were no Infinity Stones. They were all sad. How could they bring back the dead? They felt hopeless. Thor went to live in Norway. He lost his courage. He was sad because they lost to Thanos and couldn't get the stones. He became lazy and took drugs. He got fat. Hulk worked hard for years. He combined his body with Bruce Banner's mind. He became Professor Hulk, with Hulk's strength and Bruce's smarts. Captain America made a group. He taught people to look to the future, not the past. They talked about how to make life better. Tony Stark married Pepper Potts and had a daughter. He lived a peaceful life, away from everyone. 5 years passed. Ant-Man went into the quantum realm to get particles when Thanos snapped. He got stuck there. Ant-Man went into a lab in a van. A little rat accidentally turned the machine on. And just like that, Scott was back in our world. But the world he went to was different. Time worked strangely there. 5 hours there were like 5 years here. When Thanos made half the world disappear, it was 5 years ago. But in Scott's world, only 5 hours had passed. When he came back, everything was changed. His daughter was 5 years older. Scott went to his friends, the Avengers. He told them that Thanos had been gone for 5 years, but only 5 hours had passed in the other world. He told Captain America that if they could learn how to use that world and the Pym particles, they could go back 5 years and fix everything. Captain America agreed. So, Ant-Man, Captain America, and Black Widow went to Tony Stark for help. Tony was living peacefully with his family in the mountains. They told him their plan. Tony knew it was dangerous. His family could be in danger. So, he said no. Feeling sad, they went to Hulk. He was now Professor Hulk, with Bruce Banner's brain. He agreed to help. They started building a time machine, but it wasn't working right. At the same time, Tony Stark was secretly working on a time machine at home with Jarvis. Suddenly his codes worked, and he made a time machine. Tony had to change his mind. His wife, Pepper Potts, told him he had to try to save the whole universe. She said, "Don't worry about us. Try to save everyone. It would be a gift." Tony listened and started working on the time machine again. He went to Captain America and gave him a shield made of vibranium. Then, Natasha went to Tokyo to bring back Clint Barton. She told him that killing people wouldn't make him happy. He needed to bring his family back. Rocket and Hulk went to Norway to get Thor. Thor was lazy and fat. They told him that if the machine worked, he could get revenge on Thanos and bring everyone back. Thor agreed and joined them. They started testing the time machine. The Avengers split into groups and went to different times. Tony Stark, Ant-Man, Captain America, and Hulk went to 2012 when there was a big fight in New York. There were 3 Infinity Stones there: the Time Stone, the Space Stone, and the Mind Stone. Tony and Ant-Man went to Avengers Tower to get the Space Stone. But Hulk messed things up, and Loki took the Space Stone. Captain America fought another Captain America and took the Mind Stone. Hulk went to get the Time Stone, but it was with the Ancient One. The Ancient One says, "If I give you the Time Stone, it will create so many new timelines. Our timeline will be ruined. I can't let that happen." Hulk tries to explain, "Big terrible things will happen in the future. We need this Time Stone," but she still says no. Bruce Banner says, if Doctor Strange gave it to him, it means Thanos' plan will be stopped. The Ancient One agrees and gives Hulk the Time Stone. Captain America and Hulk have the Time and Mind Stones, but Tony and Ant-Man still don't have the Space Stone. Captain America and Tony decide to go back in time and try to get it. They go to 1970. Tony is so happy to see his dad, and they get the Space Stone. Captain America also finds Pym particles. They go back to their own time. Thor and Rocket go to 2013. They need the Reality Stone from Jane Foster's body. They go to her. Thor meets his mom and tries to explain everything. Thor's mom understands and tells him everything will be okay. Just then, Thor's hammer comes to him. Rocket gets the Reality Stone from Jane. They go back to their time. Clint and Black Widow go to 2014. They need the Soul Stone. Red Skull tells them it needs a soul for a soul. They know they have to sacrifice one of them. They fight to save each other, but Natasha sacrifices herself. Clint gets the Soul Stone. He goes back to his time. Nebula and James Rhodes go to 2014 on Titan. Peter Quill is already there. They go to get the Power Stone, but old Nebula makes Nebula see things, and her transmitter breaks. She faints. Thanos' team catches her. Thanos scans her memories and learns about the events of 2018. He knows he got all the stones and erased half the universe. He feels even stronger. Thanos takes Pym particles from Nebula. He and his team go to Earth in 2023. The Avengers put all the Infinity Stones into a new golden glove. Now, who would wear it? Thor steps forward. Hulk says, "It has gamma rays. It will hurt you. Why don't I wear it? I'm made of gamma rays." Hulk puts on the glove. He gets very hurt. Thanos wore the glove after getting all the stones, and he was fine because he was stronger than Hulk. That's why Hulk got hurt. The people who disappeared from the universe came back. All the Avengers were so happy, but their happiness didn't last long. Thanos and his team arrived in 2023. He bombed their place, and there was a huge explosion. Everything was destroyed. Thanos was so angry. This time he wanted to use the Infinity Stones to erase everyone and make a new universe where everyone would worship him. This is where the big fight starts. Thanos' team and the Avengers faced each other. Barton ran away with the Golden Gauntlet. Captain America picked up the hammer and started fighting Thanos. It was a huge battle. Thanos was so powerful it was hard to fight him. Thanos' team was winning. All the heroes were about to lose. Then, the Avengers who fought 5 years ago came to help. First, Black Panther's team arrived, then War Machine's team, and then all the Avengers fought together against Thanos. Doctor Strange looked at Iron Man. This was the only chance they had, the one he saw out of millions. If they won now, they would defeat Thanos. They wouldn't get another chance. This was their last chance. Iron Man stole all the Infinity Stones and put them into his Golden Gauntlet. Then he said, "I am Iron Man," and he snapped his fingers. Thanos and his team turned to dust and vanished. Only the real-time heroes and the real-time people were left. Iron Man was badly hurt. Then came the saddest part. Iron Man died. After that, they showed Tony Stark's funeral. All the Avengers were there. Then, Thor went with Peter Quill and the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Avengers decided that after their work was done, they would return each stone to its place. Captain America volunteered. He took the hammer and the 6 Infinity Stones and used the time machine to put them back. Captain America had spent 70 years frozen in ice. He hadn't lived his life properly, so he went back to 1945 to relive his memories with his friends. When his time was up, he came back to 2023 in the real timeline and gave his special shield to his friend Falcon, saying, "Now you are Captain America." And that's how the movie ended.